last year's Christmas wreath. I always put them away as they come off the door, so that the following year I can see exactly how I made it the previous year. Don't be fooled, it looks like a lot, but you need a lot, and I actually needed more than this. So I stripped off the base, and there it is, clean. And then I had a little brainwave this time. I'm going to use walnuts. I'll explain why in a bit. So for this project, I've got some florist wire. I have some red roses that have seen their best, really. And I did buy some more velvet ribbon, but didn't end up using it. Again, I'll explain why. And always have plenty of wire and a glue gun, because it comes in handy. Important thing first, a cup of tea. Now, my plan with the ribbon was I was going to remake the bow to make it slightly larger than the previous one, and I'm out of shot here, but what I'm trying to do is loop the ribbon around as many times as I want to make the bow. I just do it the easiest way, and then I tie a smaller, thinner piece of ribbon in the centre to cinch it in. But when I did this and I held it against the original bow, they were exactly the same size. So I ditched it. I thought, no, I'm not going to waste fresh ribbon when I can just reuse what I've got. So I put that to one side and just used the bow that was already on there. But you can see how simple it is to make a bow for a wreath. So to attach wire to the walnuts, I'm just pushing this wire through the soft part of the walnut. You know exactly where that part is. You all know, you've used walnuts, you've shelled walnuts before, so you know what I mean. And then to keep it in place, a little bit of hot glue, and that wire is going nowhere. Now, why am I using these walnuts when I could eat them? Well, I have eaten some, or tried to, but when I cracked them open, a lot of them had dried out and just horrible. So what a waste. You know, what a waste of money. So rather than just end up throwing the whole lot out, I thought, let's use some in the wreath, why not? You've seen me do this many times, but I'll just recap. I use this style of base because I find it easiest. There's no foam to soak, no moss to wire on. It's literally a case of pushing the branches in between the pieces of the base. Sometimes they go in really quickly and easily, other times you have to kind of force them in, but that's all you have to do. And I always do it in the one direction, so just follow that direction all the way around and you will have a very neat looking wreath. This is me pointing out the direction of the foliage. Oh, you know I love a time lapse. It makes it look so easy. I had to go and stock up on some more foliage, and I added some holly. Hate using holly because it always carves up your hands, but it looks so good, and that's from the garden. And then I just added the walnuts and these roses, which I will have to change because they aren't the freshest of roses, but it's okay because it's just on the door and I can change them anytime. I held it up to have a look, and there was one bit that gave me some concern, which I will point to in just a moment. Just here on the left, this little bit there, a bit gappy, but all you do, put it on your door and then just add extra foliage while it's on the doors, because you can see exactly where you need to add it. So, you know, the thing is with making your own wreath is don't worry too much about it. It's not rocket science. It's not meant to be perfect. It's nature. So your wreath will be circular, but it won't be a perfect circle. And don't worry about that. You've made it. You've made it for your front door, and it will look great. And I'd also like to add that I know my nails look really bad in this video. I was going to do them the night before, but I didn't, because the other thing that making a wreath will do is mess up your nails. So yeah, know that. But here we are, the finished product, and I took some footage at night so it would really show the colours nicely.